Ooh, let's do some glam. Hey everyone, it's Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I want to do what brings me so much joy, which kind of is, yes, it's the fiber of my being, and that is just the ultimate admiration and excitement over makeup. And I am just, I eat up anything that looks glamorous, vintage, old Hollywood, despite it's a little problematic. All the things I see in old Hollywood or read about old Hollywood, I'm like, oh gosh, we should not be glorifying that. The patriarchy and the misogyny. Anyway, and I got inspired by a channel. I love her, Erin Parsons Makeup. She is just brilliant. She does a lot of historical makeup stuff. She does a lot of just beautiful looks and tricks, and she's an absolute pro. I also love Painted by Spencer, Katie Jane Hughes, Wayne Goss, of course. Like, there's a lot of artists on YouTube that I just open up my laptop and we've got some random movie playing that I'm kind of only half interested in, and I've got my AirPods in and I'm just watching a makeup tutorial while I'm watching a movie. I'm kind of doing the dual screen thing, and I thought, you know what? If any of you do that and you're just sort of looking for something on YouTube where you don't have to hear my voice, but you know, I would love that, but I'll definitely, I always try to have captions on. Yeah, and if you just want to kind of like watch and see me create something, and then while you're kind of half-heartedly watching a movie. Also wanted to use this gorgeous, gorgeous makeup that was sent to me, gifted by the brand FLORASIS, and they are so, I cannot, you guys. They are inspired by ancient Chinese art and tradition, and for instance, this lipstick, I actually have a discount code and a link for you to click on. If you want to even just read some of their blog about stories, you know, those kinds of things. This is their Love Lock, their lock lipstick, and it comes in this case, and it has a charm even, like this hooks on it. It's a little tassel, and it is engraved. Well, obviously this isn't like individually engraved, but the way they created the relief and the engraving is from a master lock artist. When I saw it, I was actually a little confused, but then, because I'm like, am I supposed to put something in here? No, it pops out. And this is actually, you can purchase the bullet like so, like you can just purchase the lipstick separately like so. You don't have to keep buying this, which we like that. All right, so we've got the case. Look at how the actual lipstick bullet is engraved and embossed, and it's just, it's actually going to hurt me to use this, but I will use it because it also hurts me to throw away something that's old and never used. Then we have this compact, this palette. This has also been, look at this. Look at this. This is a contour highlight blush. This is a face palette, but you could use it for your eyes. You could use it anywhere. Do you see? This was also done by an artist, and they create these looks. I think they either chisel them in clay or like first, and then they create the emboss, of course, for the company. Okay, let me show you the other two compacts they sent me just real quick. This one is called this is also a highlighter. It's the Relief Luminous Glow in Amber Glow. And I want to say, and I will double check if I am correct, that these are refillable and or talc free. So it's really high quality ingredients. It's not just a lot of fluff and fanfare. So here is a highlight face. Look at that. Look at that. The other thing I've noticed is that there is not a scent. I thought these were going to be floral. I thought, oh, the name denotes like floral. Nope. So thank you. And then this is a powder, and it's called, this is like a setting powder. This is the FLORASIS Blurring Pressed Powder. And I like anything with the name blurring in it. So here's this compact, comes with a puff, and then here is the powder. And oh, it's so soft. No scent, I'm in love. And then three other lip products actually. So I have, this is their lip gloss. I have 2 lip glosses that they sent. And here is this shade. I will look to see the names. And they're kind of like a stain. Like they're sheer, they're not very glossy, and they're, yeah. And they're just really pretty. These do have a scent. They're a rose fragrance. So those are those 2 lip products. And then they have this lip oil treatment, and it's a duo phase. It has these little shaker balls inside. And this is beautiful. So I was like, okay, I love a lip oil. We'll just prep. No taste, no fragrance, nothing. So that's nice too. So, I'm so excited. So I'm actually going to see how I wiped that away and it's a stain. So that's kind of fun. Okay, I am going to do my eyeshadow with the Coastal palette from Alter Ego. You know how Barbie has like that thick black liner with the lashes? Not as exaggerated as that, but I want to do something more lined, and I may or may not put lashes on. We'll just see. And I'm going to first go in shade, this is shade Jellyfish, which is very pink. I'm so sorry, I burned my hand in the oven, and it is not pretty. I am taking this detail brush. It's my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A504, and I love, it's great for like a hooded lid. It has a smaller, still kind of fluffy, kind of tapered and fluffy, but smaller. And I am gonna go in shade Urchin because I just enjoy kind of the taupey brown, and I'm gonna use my bone structure and shadow as like a template, if you will. I am going to use that same brush and just kind of wiping it off, and I'm going to go in Cocoa, which is almost a, yeah, I think this is maybe the same colors I used when I first did my palette review on this. It's because these are the sort of matte neutral shades, that's why. Okay, so I have a very small brush this is just the detail small smudge brush from e.l.f., you guys. I always, when I see like a tiny detail brush from e.l.f. or Wet n Wild, I have so many of them, and I just buy them because they're just so good to have on hand. Okay, I am going to take this angle from my lower lid, and I'm going to just go up like so. Okay, it's so little, I think you can see it, and then I'm going to go straight across. And I'm using the shadow, the darkest shadow in this palette. I feel like I'm kind of sketching, And then if I want to go in with like my KVD tattoo liner, you know, then I can do it over it, but it's harder to correct your mistakes if you're going to use, you know, like your waterproof liquid liner. So just go slow if this kind of thing intimidates you, because it sure intimidates me. Even this is so interesting. I'm going to show you guys what just happened. As I'm talking, as I'm blinking, as I'm expressing and emoting, already there has been a bit of transfer on this, or I should say like, yeah, see how it looks so different when I go like that. See, so like if I were to raise my eyebrow, pull up my eyelid and do that, it wouldn't be the same shape. So you have to kind of use your face the way you're gonna have your face be, because you're not gonna be like this all the time talking to people. So I can tell that it's already kind of traveling, just because, yeah, because I'm a 50-year-old woman. Comment below if I'm constantly saying 50-year-old woman in my videos. I think I'm kind of proud, you guys. I think I'm kind of proud that I feel like 50 is such a cool number.
50 years old. Not one of those gals who's afraid to tell her real age. And I like to kick and kick.
And I feel like when you were in your 20s and you thought about being 50, it felt like so old and so, oh, like you just thought, what is my life gonna be like? How's my health gonna be like? What am I gonna look like? And I think I'm just so excited to be here and feel not that different, you know, like more confident and more sure of myself sometimes, but like, oh, you know, like, okay. Okay. I have my BK Beauty 101 brush. I'm gonna put on the stain. And then I'm gonna lay it away. This tastes and smells exactly like the By Terry. If you love rose, you'll love these. If you don't love rose, don't bother. There we go. Okay, I'm using my Best Skin Ever. Used my Micellar much this year. It was one of my 2022 favorite foundations. Love this stuff. And I'm gonna mix these. And we are talking, this is thick. Well, I mean, it's not thick. It's just, it's way more coverage than my usual. But I think you need coverage when you're doing this look. I'm going to put the blurring powder on this. At first, I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use a natural haired brush. If it's a fluffy brush, just want to deposit the product very lightly. Yeah, and then I'll go back. I'm actually, you know what I want to do is I really want to take these hair clips out. I think I'm going to actually, before I do any more powder products, I'm going to do another blush. And this is from Rose Inc. And I bought this in the Sephora. It was in one of their little collections, you know, the favorites. And it's called Delphine, and it's for lips and cheeks. It's kind of sticky. I love this. I realize now why everyone's kind of freaking out about some of the new launches of cream blush and products. So I do think this is, I think this is full size, and I think, so right now it's in that kit from Sephora, and you get a full size Tower 28 mascara, and it is such a good value, personally, I think. Yes. And I am going to take my Black Radiance. This is the color corrector that I use in dark as a contour. I just wipe off the excess. I love this. They, I believe, have since changed the packaging. So this might be the last one like this. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna kind of give myself a little, I don't really know how to do a button nose, but I'm gonna see if I can. I mean, if this was old Hollywood, you'd have a nose job by now. Somebody, oh gosh, this was so funny. Somebody was commenting, I think it was like an old Hollywood makeup thing, and it was Rita Hayworth. And people were like, oh, if only the Hollywood was like the old days and women weren't doing so much to their face. And a few, I was like, come again. All the, just about, maybe not Katharine Hepburn, maybe not Bette Davis, but just about all the stars like Merle Oberon, Rita Hayworth, Jane Mansfield, they all had plastic surgery, usually paid for by the studio, electrolysis to change their hairline. Rita Hayworth was actually short for Margarita. She was Spanish, and she, the studio did everything they could to make her look more white. So they changed her hairline, they dyed her hair, they gave them, also another surgery that was very popular was like facelifts, like bluffer seat. What is that when you get like an eyelid lift? Yeah. So, yeah, it was bad. It was rough. It was rough. Esther Williams broke her back doing one of her swim shoots. And yeah. It was not fun, guys. The unions didn't stick up for you like they do now. So don't be fooled. Going to use Flower Beauty concealer, just a little bit right here. This is the BK Beauty Angie A506 brush. If you have not purchased this brush yet, I highly recommend it because they call it the kitten paw. So it just fits perfectly in the inner corner underneath your eye area. And for me, it seems to blur, almost blur the product. You know, we used to use beauty sponges, and nothing wrong with beauty sponges, but gosh, since this, I love this brush. I just love this brush so, so much. Just going to lightly put powder everywhere. And I'm even going to powder my lips because that is going to, but I'm going to do it last. That's going to give the lipstick. If you bake, you know that this is called the crumb. This is my crumb layer of frosting because I'm just blotting. Yeah, that's beautiful. That powder is beautiful. I'm going to see how it works with the puff too, just a little bit. Oh yeah, love it. I feel like when you use the puff, it concentrates it just a bit. Oh, almost makes it like a powder foundation. Okay. We are going to do this palette. I'm like, I don't know if I have a brush worthy. Okay, we are going to put the highlight right here. Hollywood didn't really do highlighter, but they did white. They did highlighter in a different way, you know? And then I'm gonna take this fan brush and go in with the bronzer / contour. Let me see what a beautiful shade that is. Oh, that is gorgeous. I mean, personally, this beats, you know, we are so conditioned to like just get so excited over all the newest and you know, Sephora. And I'm going to use this blush. Look at that. Isn't that the perfect blush? Look at that. It's so pretty. Just a little bit. I forgot this highlighter. I must put it on. Okay. Oh, let's see. It's a very, yeah. Oh, it's gold, it's peach, it's champagne. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, here goes. I know I'm like one of those people overreacting on TikTok, but I'm like, will this make your life better? I can't guarantee that, but sure makes me happy. The lipstick. This is the Lock lipstick. I want to show you the shade. I will list the shade. Here it is. So it's going to be a little more nude than maybe what I had going for today. Ooh. It's like matte without being drying, but it's very thin. Oh, okay, okay, oh. Ah, I have my Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that to line my lips. That's the shade of the liner. I think that's a good shade. I am going to overline to Erin Parsons' Heart's Content. I love overlining. I mean, not quite Pamela Anderson or Khloe Kardashian. So if I had left a thin line, that would have been very retro 30s. And like how in the 20s, they just kind of like did this and then that was it. That's why their lips looked like that. But Marilyn totally overlined her lip. Faye Dunaway, or I should say, Joan Crawford. Faye Dunaway playing Joan Crawford. You get what I mean. So I'm not going to the edge right here. Or I should say the corner. I'm not going to my corner. I'm leaving that. And then I'm, see how I just kind of makes it a little pouty. Okay. Oh, it's so matte. Yeah. It's not hard, but it's hard. Okay. Okay, totally different look than, love this though. Oh yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, she's a little obsessed. Do, 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 do. Ooh, and that's so complimentary. Gah. You guys, I'm gonna call it. I look stunning. I'm just kidding. I love what happened. It's a little different than how I envisioned it originally. I think lashes, mascara alone isn't enough for the thick liner, the more dramatic liner that I normally do. So I think some false lashes would be perfect. I'm in love with this makeup. Thank you, FLORASIS. Thank you for sending it to me. I will list everything below. I will list my channel for you to subscribe if you haven't yet, my Instagram. I really appreciate if you did that because it helps me out and it just encourages me. You know, I need encouragement and it's just, I love it. I love it. Okay. And of course, you know what? Even just golly, even this coastal palette, so good. So let's stop me from looking at this. I still have to walk the dog and it's stormy out. I have to drop some stuff off at Goodwill. It's such an interesting day. It is not anything exciting to say the least, but that's, that's okay. Thank you so much and I will see you next time. Bye.